You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
TSPN is happy to bring you Foothill Critters, a show for and about local pets, farm animals, and wildlife of our Foothill community. This program is brought to you in part by the, hey Tom, you should do this part.
By the Feed Barn Country Store, locally owned and operated for more than 30 years. By Jeff Holman Auto Center, a name you can trust for 28 years and growing. And by Sierra Hearth and Home, your certified specialists for water gardens, ponds, and waterfalls.
Hi, Amador County, and welcome to Foothill Critters. We are here right in the heart of Jackson, across from Rayleigh's at the Lawton Ranch. We're going to talk to these fine people here, Bobby and Jim, find out about the family history and about what the Lawton Ranch is and the Lawton Ranch Riders. Good to see you. Good morning.
Hi, Sue. How are you?
I'm great. I have seen you around Amador County for many years. You too, Bobby. But you in particular, where would I have seen you before now?
You would have seen me on the business representative for lumber and sawmill workers out of Martell.
Okay.
And I work for the Carpenters Industrial Council out of Portland, Oregon. Lifelong Jacksonian.
Okay. Let's talk about the family history since 1931 or something.
Well, my great-grandfather came here in 1877 to visit his great-uncle, who had been here since the 1850s. His name was Cap Little. This is the original Cap Little Ranch here where we're sitting. The original family house was over there, burned down in 1947, but he came in 1877 to visit, and he ended up staying here. He was a county treasurer for 4 terms. My grandfather Dudley took over the ranch when he passed away, and they raised sheep, cattle, goats, hogs. They drove sheep to Sacramento during the World War II to ship them overseas to the men. And it's been a cattle operation really since the 1870s. We leased the Moore, what they call the Moore Mine, which is out on Fuller Lane. We leased that property in 1900, bought it in 1931, and so the ranch is still about 130 acres. That's take away the property my dad sold to Rayleigh's and the subdivision up on French Bar.
Wow. So currently you're working here on the ranch? Is that what you do?
No, I still work full-time for the Carpenters Union. Bobby runs the ranch. I try to stay out of her way.
Okay, but your heart's still here. This is where your family roots
Absolutely, yeah. I was born here in Jackson, and this is the family ranch, and yeah, it's near and dear to my heart.
You know, I had no clue about this. So Bobby says, oh, come on, Sue, we're going to talk to Jim, my husband, and we'll find out more about it. And I said, oh, my God. So then I see him, and I say, I've seen you since I can remember here in Amador County.
Years or better, sure.
Yeah, we've been here 23 with the business. Okay, Bobby, we are here at the ranch. We're in front of the barn, a very old barn.
This barn was built in 1933 during the height of the Depression. It has less than $10 worth of new nails and lumber in it. It was all scrapped from the Moore Mine and brought down here and rebuilt into a barn, as well as the shop over there and as well as the equipment room.
Okay, you know, as I was coming through the fence, the sweetest little donkey over there, I saw a pile of nails on a rock over there, and I was thinking, what? They're very rusty and old-looking nails, and I was thinking, I wonder if any of those are square. So really, I'm not sure if square nails were used back then, but some of those were used in the mine, so some of this building may actually have some of those square nails.
It probably does. Like I said, they scrapped it. They tore down buildings out there after the mine closed, and brought everything down here and rebuilt all these different buildings. Weren't the same buildings, but they made all the tin and the lumber and everything work out. Trying to think what else here.
Well, as time has evolved, you have, of course, you've got your other job, but you have readapted the ranch to service another industry now. You have a horse rescue business. You have the Lawton Ranch Riders, which is a competitive girls riding team. We're going to find out about them. Bobby, tell me more about what the ranch is doing at this time.
Well, we board horses here, and then we also rescue horses. And with the rescue horses, we match them up with girls who can't afford to maybe own their own horse, or they don't have property or whatever, and they come out and they work in trade for riding, and so they work on their own horse. We take them to competitions. They go to fair. We'll be at fair next week.
So this has been an opportunity for girls that maybe otherwise wouldn't have a horse, and the opportunity to train on a horse gives them a chance to not only help you with the horses, get exercise and be well groomed and all that, but to be able to learn to ride, to build confidence, that sort of thing. These young girls are how old?
They range in age from 8 to 16, and we have older riders too, but the girls we really concentrate on, and we take them to cattle sortings and all kinds of different things. We try to find the thing on the horse that they like the best. Showing is not everybody's cup of tea all the time, so
this is a mentoring program, so to speak, as well.
yes it is. And we have Katie Bryant, who's coming through the gate now. She is our trainer here, and she's here 5 or 6 days a week when she's not doing the flowers at the fair.
You know, it's interesting because Katie was on our show yesterday because a major integral part of the Amador County Fair. Katie, you're on, and it is so great because she's got 2 roles that she's playing on the show on TSPN this week. Isn't it interesting? Come on in, Katie. Look at me. Come on in. How Amador County people just function in so many different, if I can, no pun intended, arenas. I mean, yesterday, come on. There I am at the sponsor dinner, and you're there, and you're there. We're there. I come here, and you're here, but you were yesterday with Frank Halverson. I believe it was yesterday, and Tommy Fox, or Monday out at the fairgrounds. It's amazing how many people, and you know, they say that you want something done, you give it to a busy person.
Yes.
Yeah.
The flowers at the fair, you and Kathy, Nancy Hawkins, unbelievable this year, like every year, but this year is exceptional. You got some red, white, and blue going on.
Yeah, exactly. We wanted to go patriotic this year with the fair, and they're all coming out real good.
Okay, in a minute we're going to go out and see the girls and see the horses and what goes on there, but what do you do here? What is your role here?
I help the girls learn the aspect of the animals, how to ride, how to be safe. I help Bobby manage the ranch because it's a big ranch and a lot of
Your old friends?
Actually, no.
It's kind of a new relationship that just kind of worked.
It is. We found her last year at fair, and the girls loved her, and so we begged her to come be with us, and here she is.
And look at the energy, synergy, whatever, with the girls and you, and that is awesome. So tell me again, you work with the girls, you're the one that trains them on the competition?
Actually, I help Ada. Ada Gregory does the competition with the drill team, and I help with teaching them how to ride, the correct aspects of riding, showmanship, equitation, and a lot of cattle classes. They like to work cattle and just team roping or roping.
And before here, what did you do before here as far as all that? Did you have your own horses? Did you have a ranch?
I've always had horses. It's been in my family for years.
Okay.
And before here, I was in a ranch outside of Ione that I helped start. Okay. And I just kind of go around to different places, but I like it here, so I'm sure I'm going to stay.
We also give lessons here outside.
Are you bored? You have lessons?
We give lessons, and we do the rescue horses.
Let's talk about the rescue. Are you also helping out with the rescue? Let's talk about the rescue.
Well, we've just had opportunity to rescue either from the animal shelter or people who surrender their horses because they can no longer care for them. You know, the price of hay has gone up so much that people can't afford to have them, so they abandon them. And we've ended up with 10 or 12. I try not to say how many.
Jim's pretending he's not listening. What do you think, Jim? How many do you even know how many head of cow?
I do not.
Okay, we don't even want to know. You know, and they say don't ask, at least in the cattle industry, you're not supposed to ask how many head of cattle you have. Exactly. So I won't ask how many horses. How wonderful is that? I know the BLM also makes it available adoptions for horses, not only Mustangs, you know, that are out there in the wild, but other horses that have been abandoned, I guess, maybe on BLM land, that sort of thing. So you're a rescue operation.
We are, and you're going to see some horses out here that are blind and very old, and some of them have diseases, but we just feel like they should live out their life in a beautiful place, and we don't put them down unless they, you know, can't walk or eat, or they're really in pain. But otherwise, we just let them walk around, and they're not the prettiest, but we love them.
And some of them that have been rescued too, some of the girls ride. They're still physically able to be ridden, so the girls kind of adopt them themselves and ride them and take care of them. And
So the girls are learning compassion. They're seeing how you're rescuing these wonderful animals, and they're learning about responsibility. They're learning competitiveness, how to handle themselves in competition, and in a respectful area where they have to show and shine for the Lawton Ranch.
Right.
So what a wonderful thing. What else could you add about the ranch, Jim? Let's get a minute here before we go up to the area.
Well,
what have you thought
I was
about?
thinking this is the first 100-ton hay barn in Amador County when it was built in 1933. And at one time, we had the first four-wheel drive truck in Amador County, as well as we used to loan tools to the county road department. But we had a better assortment of tools than they did at that time. So it's not going quite as much as it was way back then, but we still try to keep it going. We got cows again. We didn't have cows for a long time. I rented to Boozy and Josie's, and then we decided to do it again on our own. So now we've got a little string of cows, and Bobby's got the horses, and life is good, and we appreciate sharing it with these young girls, give them a little bit of taste of Western life, and it seems to be catching on with them. I'm really proud of them all. I'm proud they've brought the ranch back to what it was a long time ago. My dad would be very happy.
On that note, we are going to segue to the area out there. One thing, as far as the four-wheel drive, what kind of vehicle was that?
It was a Marmon Harrington. And actually, what is Everett's last name? Everett. The old guy. A guy that lives here locally bought it from my dad. It was in parts and pieces, and he actually restored it and then resold it for, quite a bit more money than he bought it from my dad for. But I can't remember what year it was, but it was a Marmon Harrington four-wheel drive truck.
And started right here, first four-wheel here in Amador County. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more of Foothill Critters right here in the heart of Jackson.
We'll be back with more of Foothill Critters right after this break.
Okay, you're looking at Dakota, and Dakota is one of the horses that Jim and Bobby have rescued. And let's talk about Dakota, because looks okay to me, but I don't know how to read horses.
Well, he's 38 years old, and he has EPM. The owners that had him did not treat him. You can treat it with medication and stop the disease, and they chose not to because it's kind of expensive.
The sway part in the back?
EPM is a spine disease.
Okay.
It attacks the spine. So he's 38. He just lives here on the ranch. He'll live out his life here, but he's one of our rescues, along with Sarah in this first pen here.
Let's walk over there. As we're kind of walking and talking, if the viewers will tolerate that, which is fun. Hey, we've got the action going on here. This is a nice place. I love you've got some grass going on. You've got some shade. I see some, what is that? Who's over there?
That's Clinton Brownlee. He's our farrier, and he's getting us all ready for fair. And so when he comes, he's here for 2 or 3 days because we have a lot of horses to do. But this is Sarah.
How old is Sarah?
Sarah, the vet wasn't quite sure. She's over 30, but she was also abandoned here in Amador County, and so she's blind. And we love her. She's the sweetest horse here. Mm-hmm. She's just very sweet. You just have to talk loud to her when you come because she doesn't know you're coming to see her.
Okay. And these other horses are actual people's boarding horses?
These belong to other people, yes. Gunner was given to us. He's over there.
Gunner is the one in the far pen?
Yes, he's in the pen there getting ready to have his shoes put on. And Mama over there is also a rescue horse, and she...
is that the one getting the shoes?
She is, and she's actually the one who started all of this because we found her, and she was skin and bones, starving, and we said, we can help these horses. We have the property and the means to do it, and so she's really what started all of this about 5 years ago.
This guy who is doing these shoes is just the greatest family. I really love this family. Let's talk about what he's doing here.
Want to go around? It's on that side.
Yeah. Can you see down there? So what's he actually doing? This is a beautiful horse. This was a rescue horse?
This is. And we call her Mama.
How old's Mama?
She is 7 now. And she will go to fair. Someone will ride her She doesn't look like she was ever starving, though, does she?
No, not at all, not at all. We're going to kind of head over here. We want to be closer to the receiver here on the audio. What's going on here?
Well, he's just putting the shoes on the horses, getting them ready. He does this every 6 to 8 weeks. We have them all trimmed, and the ones that wear shoes, he does that too.
That looks
Doesn't
neat.
he do a great job?
I love his dogs. I mean, what a
They're
great
all
family.
They're all over there on the truck, I think.
Yeah, this is wonderful. Now, we've got some ladies over here, too.
We also have ladies that just volunteer to come and exercise some of the horses. So on the Appaloosa is Melanie Hamilton, and she just comes out and rides the horses, whoever we need ridden. And Felicity is also a rescue horse. And then Amber is on her horse, and she rescued that horse from Amador County Animal Shelter also.
Oh, how great is that? And we've got some young kids here.
Yeah.
And we've got a little plastic baby horse for them, too. So,
Yeah.
hey, it's a lot of wonderful young people out here. So let's head over and meet the girls. All right, we're looking at these great Lawton Ranch riders, and they're going to be doing a drill here. Tell me what drill this is and when it's going to be used in competition.
It's going to be used August 19th down at Rancho Marietta. There's a new drill competition down there. It's just starting. This is their first year, and the girls ran the same drill down at Ceres and got first place, and they're going to do it again in next month.
So what, they have to actually kind of go to, we've got a great, this is a wonderful, Tommy, look what we've got over here. We've got a great trophy, and they won this at a recent competition. So, and they're actually lined up over in the corner now, and then what will they do?
She's going to blow the whistle, and then they're going to start the drill. And normally there's music playing too, but we couldn't get the music up here in time for it. But they played a music. They also have another drill, which is their theme drill, and it's called the Runaway Prom King, and that one's real cute. They're dressed up. This one, they just all dress alike, and they do different maneuvers. Since this is their first year of doing it, that's why they're able to compete in novice drill.
So what are the ages of these girls?
We start from age 9, I can't say 8, or she would get, just at a birthday, she'd get mad, to 16, I do believe.
Wow. Again, none of these girls own these horses, or just some of them own the horse?
Some of them do own their own horses, yes.
You know, and I do want to say we're going to start up again in August. We go from August to August, and we will have open tryouts, and it is open to any Amador or Calaveras County resident.
Good.
It's not an exclusive club. We encourage the kids to come out and ride, and
So they don't have to belong to a local high school. They can be homeschooled. It's just a young young female in this case.
it doesn't have
Boys
to.
too.
Absolutely, boys are welcome. I don't know if they'll like our pink outfits, but they're certainly welcome.
No, pink is the new Metro male, so pink will work. You know, you see a lot of politicians wearing pink ties. Okay, well, these girls have this down pretty good. I know we were out at the fair, and we only grabbed a little bit of it, but how fun is this? And some of these girls, some look familiar. I can see their faces now. Some of these young people probably never rode until they entered this opportunity.
Yes, that's true. Some of them never did ride before. They just started here. They took some lessons, and then we matched them up with a horse, and we kept them on the same horse because they're such a good match. Sometimes we will change them around because when the girls start to advance, they need a more advanced horse also.
And who's the captain? What is her name?
Our captain is Tara Garbarini and Mackenzie Johnson.
Okay.
I didn't know it.
You know, this really does. You could feel that gives the girls confidence. And, you know, everybody doesn't. And this
Sport. It certainly is.
It-
They
it's
work
hard
very
work.
hard. It's very hard work.
plus
They
you're
do.
preparing your own body, plus you're taking care of the horse.
And we encourage the girls, like if we have to move the cows or anything, we like them to be versatile. We like to send them off to get the cows or any other thing they might do on the ranch.
Wow, look at this. Oh, I like this piece of work.
They just maneuver beautifully.
Oh,
yes.
they do this beautifully. How neat is this? So when you compete at Rancho Murrieta, do you have other teams from other areas or other ranches, even in Amador County, or is this the only ranch like this with young women?
Well, we're the only junior drill team up in this area, and of course we have an older girls drill team. But the drill teams come from all over California.
Okay, and Tommy's getting some good shots there. I'm not sure how much more time we have for this segment. Oh, we're fine. How many days a week do these kids come here? And, oh, look at how perfect! Woo-hoo! How great they look! And they'll be at the fair. I'm so excited.
At the fair, they are actually going to be riding at the beginning of the rodeo with the big girl drill team.
On Saturday night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and they but they come. The ranch is open 7 days a week, pretty much. They can come anytime they want and ride the animal that they've been assigned to. So a lot of times they'll just come out and ride by themselves and work on their technique, and they all take lessons. And
then we've been starting to have clinics also with other outside people, you know, maybe some cutting clinics, some other Western pleasure clinics. We're trying to throw a whole bunch of different things in for different girls that want to try different things. And so they're all around. They get to do a little bit of everything.
And if there's people out there that would like to participate and help these young people learn new things, I don't know if you do barrel racing or stuff like that, but you welcome people offering to advise or help these young women.
absolutely.
Or young team players, you know, learn some techniques, and you're open to that at the Lawton Ranch.
We
So,
encourage anybody to come help, come watch, come ride.
Oh, and did you tell her about we have one lady that comes just to brush the elderly horses?
Oh, we do.
The rescue horses. She comes, brings them carrots and brushes them once a week. And so we welcome that also if they just want to be around these magnificent animals that they are.
you know, do each of these girls right now at this time take care of the horse that they're riding?
Absolutely,
So
yes.
They all looked well groomed, well fed. Some of these girls own their own horses that are either boarded here or boarded at their own homes.
They all. I think only one horse doesn't live here,
Okay.
and that's Sammy's horse, and she's coming by.
Okay.
Right
And their
here.
faces
And
are
that is a
so
rescue
great.
horse, and but he lives at their house. The rest of them live here, and I'd say about half of those are rescue horses at this point. We're missing about 4 girls today, so they're not here. So the other 4 of those horses are rescue, but. Yeah.
How neat is that? So if there's people out here, again, that would want to contribute or help out or get involved, they can call the Lawton Ranch.
They can call Lawton Ranch or just come stop by and see us. We're open and we're here all the time and welcome people to just come and watch, too.
And you'll be at the fair. You're going to be staying out at the fair the whole fair time? Oh, and
yes.
Where will you be located in the fair?
We have a bee barn. I think we have bee barn.
B barn and C barn.
Okay, what we're going to do now is B Barn and C Barn over at the Amador County Fair. What we're going to do now is go talk to the girls. And ladies, you did a great job. Thank you so much for that. And wait, and stay with us. We'll be right back with more of Foothill Critters right here in the heart of Jackson.
We'll be back with more Foothill Critters right after this break.
Welcome back to Foothill Critters. We're going to meet these young ladies. Your name?
Rebecca Gallagher,
And how old are you, Rebecca?
13.
How many years have you been riding?
3.
3 years.
Yeah.
So when did you first get involved? What made you come to the ranch here?
We moved back home. So
Okay.
we have our horses and we're friends with Bobby, so we brought our horses here.
So it's great. So your horses are boarded here.
Yes.
And you now go to school locally?
Yeah, I'm homeschooled.
Oh, good. I was thinking that. I know homeschool girls would want to, be a part of this and have this opportunity. It's great. Tell me about your horse.
She's a 16-year-old quarter horse Arab mix, and she was a barrel racer and a jumper for several years. We bought her from an old friend that was moving because she was in the military, so she was moving, and ever since she's just been a great horse.
So you're 10 years old, and you were 10
Yeah.
when you started.
Yes.
What inspired you to want to get started riding a horse? Did your family already have horses?
Ever since I was little, I did lead line when I was younger, and my horses I've had horses all my life, so
So this is really a part of who you are.
yeah.
Okay, how does it feel to be part of this competition?
It's really fun.
It is.
And
You've met some good friends, and you've learned a lot of important lessons too. I bet.
yes.
Okay, now you take really good care of your horse. You groom your hair every day to feed and groom.
Yes.
Okay, that's a wonderful opportunity for you. Great responsibility, and you're excited about fair.
Yes, very.
Good for you, girl. Okay, that's Rebecca.
Yes.
Okay, let's meet our next, we won't say contestant, but all right, team player, we can call you. What is your name?
I'm Samantha Griswold.
And how old are you?
I'm 14.
Okay, tell me about your horse. Is this your own horse, or is this one of the loaned horses?
This is my horse. His name is Romeo, and I got him from a lady that just discarded him in just an open, muddy pasture around the house, and he was an ex-race horse. He won like $100,000 on the racetrack.
Wow.
And his race name was Budget, and he is almost 20 years old.
So you care for this horse?
Yes.
The bond between you and the horse, real special.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about the competition and what it means to you to be part of this opportunity.
Well, I thought I'm like excited for it, and I'm glad to be on the team because like our team is just so like positive and stuff, and I just
And you've been on the team for how long? I'm not sure. If I
like
asked.
almost a year.
Okay, so what are you homeschooled? Do you go to a local high school?
I go to Amador High School.
Okay. So when you're at school and you're thinking about things during the day, of course you're thinking about your schoolwork. That's the most important thing. But do you dream about being on your horse? And
Yes. All the
I
time.
think the relationship between a young girl, young boy, and their horse the bond is just very special.
Yes.
All right, you like the Lawton Ranch and what it offers you here,
Yes.
and of course your teammates. Important, great relationship, good skills you're learning here today, huh?
Yes.
Okay, nice to talk to you. And I know I've known your mom for years. Okay, all right, we're going to head over here. Hi. And how old are you?
I'm 13.
Okay, tell me about your horse and how long you've been riding.
I've been riding for about 3 years, and her name is Sierra, and she belongs to one of the boarders. She belongs to one of the boarders here.
Okay.
So, but I don't know. I ride her all the time.
How neat is that a boarder has somebody like you to love and care for this horse? You know, a young person adds a spirit to a horse. I mean, I'm sure Bobby and all the other people can take care of this horse, but to have you a part of it and create that bond is real special for both you and the horse.
Yeah. I think it's really nice.
So what part of the competition do you like?
I like just being on my horse and riding, I guess.
What's the hardest part about some of the competition and the routines that you do?
Well, I get nervous because I'm afraid that other teams are gonna like beat us, but we did really good last time, so I just get nervous.
Okay, what about other sports in school? Anything ever excited you or you got involved with?
I'm not very good at any sports, so I ride horses.
So this is where you really shine.
Yeah.
And you feel you can really excel as you give it the best that you can give it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, the name of your horse?
Sierra.
Okay, how old's Sierra?
She's probably about 12.
Okay,
I would say.
perfect. All right, beautiful horse. Hi, beautiful auburn hair. Pretty. Let's talk about you, your name.
My name is Bella Hobbs.
Okay. Tell me about this horse.
Her name is Alice. She's about 27 years old, and she's pretty old, but she's still that like kind of horse where you need to ride her every day. Otherwise, she will just be like useless and will die. So, and
You know, when I was in college, I cared for some horses at the college. It's a lot of work. You know, taking care of the equipment and keeping it clean and make sure there's nothing underneath it as you put it on and taking care of all the horse, the hoofs, and you enjoy the work on the horse as well.
yes, I do. It's very exciting because I do barrel racing with her. She used to be an old roping horse, so that also she likes to herd cows and all that. She gets excited with that. So
it's not only the competition with the other team members, but it's the herding and the helping out at the ranch. It's an integral part of what goes on a ranch, and these women are giving you the ranch itself is giving you the opportunity to learn all those aspects.
yes, it's a great experience with the drill team and just being here. It's been great. I haven't been here for very long either, so that's how like little time it takes to know it's great here.
Oh, that's so sweet. Barrel racing. You want to try that as competition? Are you able to start doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing it at fair and the gymkhana with the pole bending and the speed barrels and all that.
Oh, we'll try to catch some of that. Good luck on that. And hello, you're the 9-year-old.
Yes.
So nice to meet you. Your name?
Michael Carnell.
Michael Carnell. That sounds real familiar. Okay, let's talk about this. You know this lady here, Bobby?
That's my grandma.
I thought so. Okay, 9-year-old, your horse?
She is 19. Her name is Lucy, and she is a paint.
Okay. How long have you been riding?
About 3 years.
3 years. No fear at 7 years old when you first got on the horse? No fear?
No.
Because you've seen horses most your life?
Yeah.
Is that why? Okay, tell me about what it means to be with these older, some of these are kids I think are in high school. What does it feel to compete right alongside them?
It's really fun.
Okay. How many hands is this horse? Pretty tall? And we measure horses by hands. 15 too. You think that's too big a horse for you, or you're just comfortable with it?
I'm comfortable with it.
Okay. So, you ever watch movies about horses?
Yes, I have a lot of movies about horses.
I bet you do. You know, there's just something. So, that special bond between you and your horse is something else, isn't it?
Yes.
What else would you like to share about your opportunity and what you're doing here at the Lawton Ranch? Just that you really love it?
Yeah.
Are you excited about fair?
Yes, I'm
All right.
really excited.
Okay, good. We're going to see more of you at the fair. And you are who?
Hi, I'm Morgan Grossaday.
Okay, nice to meet you. Tell us about your horse.
This is Janie. She's about 21 years old, and she's an American paint horse. I've been riding her for about 10 years. She's my first horse, and now her baby Diamond is down there, and I'm starting to ride him too in drill.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 16.
And you go to what school?
Amador.
What grade are you in?
I'm going to be a junior.
Junior. What do you do? Thought about what you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a large animal vet for horses and cows.
So another great opportunity to get hands-on with animals. Isn't Amador County great for that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's the perfect place for that.
Perfect place. Okay, what part of the competition pleases you the most and what you find most challenging? And
the most challenging part, I think, is just like synchronizing all of the horses together and making them all work together, because a lot of them know each other, but like Janie is new, so it's harder to get them to bond together. So, but it's still fun to all work together as a team.
Okay, and the fair, you look forward to that? You're going to be camping out at the fair?
Yeah, we're going to be staying at the little cabins next to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
at the 49er? Oh,
Yeah.
boy, we'll be at the 49er too. So we all go swimming and hang out when we can. Isn't that great? Okay, good. So you've got kind of the hotels of the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
There they are, the little cabins of the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll see more of you and talk to you more, I hope, at the fair. And which one of you is the captain with the whistle? Of course, she's got the whistle on. Your name?
Mackenzie Johnson.
Nice to meet you. Tell me about your horse.
This is Rooster. He's 7 years old, and he's a part of the rescue program here at the ranch. And we rescued him about 1.5 years ago, and he's a quarter horse.
Okay.
And he's got a lot of personality.
How have you been riding, and how long have you been riding?
Been riding for 3 years.
So you made captain because you have the most understanding, or?
Well, I think just everyone kind of voted on it, so it was just kind of an anonymous vote, and yeah. So.
It seems like a real cohesive group, a lot of respect amongst one another. I think that's really great. What do you hope to see at the fair?
Well, I hope that we all just have fun, really.
Yeah, okay. We're going to actually talk more. We've got a little time. We want to make sure we get all the kids in this. We got 1 more minute. Your name? I've seen you around.
My name's Tara Garbarini.
Okay. Tell me about your horse.
This is Catalina, and she's 6, and she's also part of the rescue group. And I started riding her like 1.5 years ago.
Okay, Garbarini family, big in Amador County.
Huge.
Okay, I think Babe Garbarini was with the newspaper many years ago. I met him. Wonderful guy. Okay, we've got some great kids doing some really good things. We're going to talk more. We've got another segment ahead, so stay with us. You have just met all these great kids. Thanks, ladies, from the Lawton Ranch Riders, and we're going to find out more about them in just a moment.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.
Yes, ready. Go get it.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
And thank you from Jeff Holman Auto Center, a name you can trust for 28 years and growing.
And now back to Foothill Critters on TSPN.
Okay, welcome back to Foothill Critters. We are here at the Lawton Ranch with the Lawton Ranch Riders. We've got a 10-year-old who's part of the family. She's a granddaughter of Bobby and Jim, and we're back on, what horse is this?
This is Lucy.
Okay, we're going to see, now that she's mounted Lucy, we're going to see some more fan action. I think that's what they're going to do. Okay, ladies, go to it. And as Tommy films them, we're going to talk a little bit more about the ranch and the opportunity that these girls have to be a part of the fair with them and to be able to ride horses when otherwise maybe they couldn't.
The young girls are learning responsibility, how to care for an animal. Girls and horses are always a big attraction for each other. I feel it keeps them out of trouble. It gives them something to look forward to. Most of these girls are straight A students.
Do you look at the grades and to make sure that they are up to speed? I mean, do they have to prove that they have?
No, we've never done that.
They take responsibility for themselves.
If there is a problem, the parents usually talk to us and we can do that.
Okay, now we've got the girls lined up and they're going to start a maneuver, and that's going to be which one?
It's called a fanning maneuver. So go ahead, girls.
All right, they're ready. And the captain blows the whistles and we start and we move back over to there. Is where we do? Oh no, they fan from right here. Okay. All right.
All these girls too, also they do take lessons here, and I don't know if it was said earlier, but it is open for lessons if anybody is interested to come and ride, and we'll match people up with different horses for lessons. We also have a lot of lead line kids that come and ride. Their parents bring them in their lead line. Some of them will be competing at the fair this year.
Okay. All right. Are you ready, girls?
Come on, let's go.
All right. All right. Looks like they're going to start, and that's the pivot point. And this is one of the routines that they really shine in. This is where they won their award.
Yes. This a lot of maneuvers they're really, really sharp at, and they have to keep each one of them has their own little circle that they have to do, and they have to stay in it. And all the horses kind of stay in. They got to bend them around. The horses, at first, when we first started drill, none of the horses liked each other. Now they get along really well. That was quite a challenge for the kids.
That could be an interesting thing that needs to be addressed.
Yes, it takes a lot of work for them to get used to each other, but as long as the horse feels comfortable with their rider and they know their rider is going to take care of them and they trust them, they do really, really well.
Okay, we've got somebody back here that's going to join us and talk about the program. Are you, who are you?
I'm Monique Grossaday, and my daughter Morgan is on the drill team.
Okay.
She's 16. She's been riding for many years, and the past year or so here at Lawton Ranch, we board our horses here. And this is probably the most amazing focus for young people. All girls working with their horses, working together, learning together. It's been a very positive experience.
So how long have you lived in the area?
I've lived here for about 6 years.
And you came from where?
Came from the San Diego area.
So did that San Diego area also offer your daughter the opportunity? Did she ride there?
She did ride there. She was, between 5 and 10 when we lived there, and she did show her horse. But there wasn't an actual group of girls to ride in a drill team formed there. So what's really unique about our area and about Lawton Ranch is that the owner here, Bobby, has brought all these girls together they've built friendships and riding skills and unity. It's just amazing. I mean, I'm just so thrilled with it.
Good. And she's been riding here at this ranch for how long?
About a year.
A year. Okay. And normally, if in this community, she would have to maybe go somewhere else because there isn't something like this.
Absolutely right there. There's really no organized riding for teenagers. This is the first place we've come across, and I've been looking the entire time we've lived here for a really nice group of young ladies that she would fit in well, that support each other, not pick on each other, but really love each other and work together. And this is great.
And you really do feel the respect amongst the girls, and they each are poised with self-respect. And I don't know if they came here with that or it was something that grew.
I definitely know that Bobby really respects the girls, but demands and earns the respect back, not just to her, but to her ranch, between the girls and each other, communicating with each other, respecting each other, being individuals that she's proud to represent in the community.
Oh, that's great. The girls, they're big smiles. I mean, they have to just love what they're doing. And also, again, the respect they have for their horse and the ranch, an essential part of it all.
One thing that I really feel like is important to notice is that not many people will take 5 or 6 days a week and offer their home and their ranch for these young girls to come and ride. She doesn't charge them for every ride or for time and hours being here. She just opens up her heart and her door for these kids, and I think that's something that is really unique in this time.
A noble opportunity in our time.
It really is.
Definitely. And you know what I love? Jim was saying that this ranch has been a part of his family for 100, I don't know how many, many years.
1933.
Yeah, so many years. And you'll be back now. How old's your daughter?
Morgan is 16.
So you've got a couple more years to hang out here.
That's right. A few more years. She'll be a junior this year, coming up in August.
And what did your daughter, I asked some of the girls what they want to be when they grow up. Did your daughter, one of the girls said a veterinarian.
Actually, my daughter Morgan is thinking about veterinary medicine. I don't know if it's going to be practice in the field or veterinary research, but she's well on her way.
And college will be a major part of all these young people's future.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Now Bobby's giving them a cue to flip around and go around again. She wants them to go one more time around, and we're going to blow the whistle and head this way.
Right. And
Did you ride as a young girl?
I didn't ride as a young girl, but I've been riding since I was about 20.
Oh.
And I have two of my horses. So where Morgan's is at?
I like the boarding facilities. It's spread out. There's some shade. Beautiful, peaceful settings.
It's very peaceful, and there's an accommodation for every type of horse. My horses like the shed row covered stall type of thing. They also have a large pasture to roam in. There's all different types of opportunities for pasture boarding, for stall boarding, full care, no care.
Okay, awesome. And your name again?
Monique Crossaday.
Crossaday. Okay, good to talk to you. I'm so glad you shared your time, and the opportunity for your daughter here is just outstanding, and I appreciate you sharing all about that. So, nice to see you. You don't want to talk, Charlotte? It's all good. Oh, let me just say hello.
Hi, Sue. How are you?
I'm doing good. Charlotte, it's been a long time since I've seen you.
Yeah, a few years.
So, how bright are these young women?
It's beautiful. We're very happy to be a part of this group. We met Bobby before. Bobby started the drill team, the team, and we're just glad to be a part of it. Sam loves everyone, and they're all really good friends now.
How neat! And they'll all be back in school. So during the year, when do they come? After school or Saturdays?
After school and weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tommy, we're going to cut for a moment. I want to show off some of these ribbons and the potential of what the future holds for these young gals. We're back here with Bobby and Monique. Monique, I understand you're helping out at the Amador County Fair.
That's right. I went in to register my daughter for the fair and realized that the ladies in the office are so busy. Of course, there's a lot less funding than there used to be, so a lot less full-time employees and regular employees. And I asked Kathy Simmons, I said, would you like some help? I've worked in an office, quite a bit in the past, and I've worked for IBM, and I'd be happy to do whatever you need. So I've had the great opportunity of working with her and the other ladies at the office at the Amador County Fair, and I've been absolutely loving it.
Isn't Amador County just the most precious place where you find a place to fit in, and a place where you're needed, and a place where you can help make something, better and contribute?
Absolutely. There's something for everyone to do here, and it's a really welcoming community, and I've been very much welcomed by the ladies in the office at the fair. I've loved just helping out and doing everything that I can.
Sure.
And people just constantly either donate their time or make themselves available in all different capacities. In fact, here at the ranch, we have our drill team, of course, but we've had many, many companies from the local area sponsor these girls so they can afford uniforms, they can afford the entry fees for the different drill competitions they go to, and we've been very blessed by the community. One thing that we're looking for now, which is just really, really hard for us to do because we're smaller ranch and community, is to find someone who would be willing to bring up some heavy equipment. We have a large arena that we are working on, but we do need to have it leveled. And we're just hoping that somebody in the community would want to donate just a little bit of time. We'll make them lunch and help us get that arena going.
Well, hopefully this might come across and where people could maybe see that, and they should call the Lawton Ranch for that.
Yes, call the Lawton Ranch, and we've had people just donate boxes of horse equipment, and we're happy to get any of that because we supply all the tack for all the girls, and
okay,
so any
maybe if there's
donation.
Somebody out there going to a garage sale, you see some tack, maybe somebody decided to try something new in their life and they have that tack. Maybe you could donate it to the Lawton Ranch. That's great. Plus, they do all the rescue horses, too. Okay, we've got just a few minutes here. We want to wrap up. These ribbons are wonderful. Tell me about all these red, white, and blue and all these colorful ribbons. Whose are they?
Well, these are Michael's, and these are last year's ribbons from our local fair. And Michael was my granddaughter, the one on the little paint horse there. And these are just a few of her ribbons. We thought we'd put those out and show those.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, you've seen it all right here at the Lawton Ranch with the Lawton Ranch Riders. Hello, ladies. Wave goodbye, everyone. There they are. This is Sue Slivick bringing you great stuff happening right here at this gorgeous ranch. Look behind us. Is this just a beautiful setting? And it all happens here. This is across from Rayleigh's. It's the Lawton Ranch, and it's been here since the 1930s. And Jim Lawton and Bobby, thank you for hosting us right here at Foothill Critters. And I will see you next time. Enjoy the fair. Come on out and just support this ranch and everything else for kids here in Amador County. Thanks again. Sue Slivick, Foothill Critters.
Foothill Critters is show for and about local pets, farm animals, and wildlife of our Foothill community have been proudly brought to you in part by the...
Hey, Critter, let me do that part.
Well, yeah, okay, it's your part anyway.
By the Feed Barn Country Store, locally owned and operated for more than 30 years. By Jeff Holman Auto Center, a name you can trust for 28 years and growing. And by Sierra Hearth and Home, your certified specialists for water gardens, ponds, and waterfalls. You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.